So here's how you guys are going to be setting up your lab today. Number one, you are going to need to take your track and attach one of these ends to your track. This allows you to have something to push off of, or allows your cart to have something to push off of. And so all you have to do is you'll see that there's a little screw in there, and then you're going to slide that little metal piece onto the end of the track. Got to rotate it so that it lines up, and then tighten, and it will be a nice little balanced end for your track. Then you're going to take your force sensor with the little rubber piece on it, and you want to line that up on the end of your track, setting it on top of a pack of Post-it notes. The reason for that is you can see when the track lines up, or when the cart lines up, now it can hit the force sensor. Without that, it goes over the top of the force sensor. So this pad of Post-its is just to help give it a place to push. On the opposite end of your cart, you need to set up your motion sensor. We want to have the motion sensor set so that it is on the cart side and not on the person side. Okay. If you turn it like this, then it's going to be able to line up with your cart motion pretty easily. And we push that all the way to the end of the track so that it can see the object's motion. You need to have both of these sensors plugged into your computer at the same time. And when you open up Vernier Graphical Analysis, you will see that you can actually see the data being collected from both of those sensors at the same time. Let me just show you guys what happens when you first open. Here we go. So right away, you can see that force opens up, so that one's good. But then we've got two other graphs here. We don't want those two, so what I'm going to have you guys do is go to this box here, click on just two graphs, and now I still have my force graph, which is good, but over here I have a position graph. Click that, change it to acceleration instead. We don't need the position graph right now. Here we go. Okay, now let's try doing a practice run here so you guys can see what that data looks like. So I've pushed in on my cart. I'm just going to push in to that first level and set that there. Okay. Make sure that that lines up okay. You might hold your force sensor in place just to make sure that it lines up okay. Then the next thing that you need to do is you're going to hit the collect button before you press this button, so that way you can make sure that you're recording those values. So I'm going to hit collect and then press that. Okay. So you guys can see that the force sensor recorded right here, and all I did was I just clicked on the graph at that point, and I can slide it back and forth. But what I want you guys to write down on your table is this value. This is the maximum force value, so negative 1.66 newtons. And then I also want you to click down here and look for that maximum acceleration, so slide it back and forth. Make sure that you've got that maximum, and it's negative 1.646 meters per second squared. So those are those two pieces of data that you're going to need to have each time you do a trial, the force and the acceleration that you get. Okay, so make sure you're writing down both of those pieces of data every time you take a test. That's it.